Mariel O'Reilly, everybody. Yeah.
How's it going, everyone? Good, yeah. Happy to be here, kind of. All things considered, just got ghosted.
Oh.
Lame. I know. You're like, what? She's so hot. Tell me about it. It could happen to all of you if it happened to me. No, just kidding. It did happen, though, and I think the worst part about getting ghosted is not actually getting ghosted. It's the way people treat you when you get ghosted. Like you're a fucking orphan. One day someone's gonna realize how great you are, and they're gonna choose you, pick you, and love you the way that you deserve to be loved. Thank you. No, I did. I got ghosted, and everyone keeps telling me not to take it personally. Don't take it personally. I struggle with that one because something about him deciding he wanted nothing to do with me only after I got vulnerable and started being myself seems incredibly personal. Actually, in fact, it seems like who I am as a person was the only problem there. So it's fine. Things are good. Things are great. I take everything personally, though. Like, I was at the doctor. She asked me if I do any recreational drugs. I was like, hell yeah. And then there was like an awkward silence, and I was like, okay, wait, are you mad at me though? Because if so, then no. No, not at all. Not at all. Big debate the other night. Anybody watch? Yeah? I didn't. And I'm proud of it. I'm so painfully uninterested what either of those old fucks have to say. I don't care. The only way you could have gotten me to watch it is if we gave both the candidates poppers. That's... Like, I'll see them debate abortion, but only if they're, like, horned the fuck up, you know? I think the sight of a popper would have probably sent Biden into a coma. Or it would have given him, like, eternal youth. And he would just be, like, forever 80 years old and, like, insatiably boned up. Like, kind of into that. Not really. Not at all. Not at all. I keep getting these texts, like, from the Democratic Party, and they're, like, begging for money. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. Play a little hard to get. They're, like, so desperate. At least make me think that things are okay. They're like, please, any cent you can contribute, it would mean so much. They're wasting all this time with all this, like, stupid messaging, and what they should be doing is giving Biden ketamine on TikTok Live. They would make $1 billion. And that's where this is all heading anyway, right? Is like our politicians becoming TikTokers. I give it like 4 years until Trump is like interviewing JoJo Siwa on a podcast or something. Just watch, just wait. Typically I don't love to do political stuff, honestly, but like, we're doomed. Like, how do you not, and shows like 30 Rock and like Veep, I don't know if anybody's ever watched those shows, and it's like, they're supposed to be satire, and now you watch them and you're like, the real world is worse. Like, you can't even make this satire anymore. That was a rant, I guess. That wasn't really a joke so much as it was a rant. Had to go to a baby shower today. It was fucking awesome. It wasn't. It was miserable. Don't invite me to your showers of any kind. But I did go to a shower and in the car, my mom was like, don't forget to congratulate Aunt Susan on her daughter Julia's engagement. Why the fuck would I congratulate Susan? Susan didn't do shit. What is this, medieval times? Should she sell Julia for 10 votes? Like, congrats on securing an heir, I guess. Why do we even congratulate people for getting engaged? Like, normally we congratulate people when they like get promoted or graduate or maybe a sobriety milestone. Those are perfectly acceptable scenarios to congratulate someone. I'm congratulating 2 people for making a tentative plan to commit to each other. I do that every day. In fact, I don't commit to something until I've been telling people about it for months. So, where's my party and my gift? My favorite song right now is Lunch by Billie Eilish. Do you guys know that song? Yeah, it's a banger. For those of you who don't know, the lyrics go something like this. I could eat that girl for lunch. She dances on my tongue. It's a craving, not a crush. Those words. So pretty obvious interpretation there. And my friend was like, ew, I think that new Billie Eilish song is kind of gross. And I was like, ew, I think that comment is kind of homophobic. You can't say shit like that. And she got all defensive. She's like, no, I'm not homophobic. No, not me. I just don't like women being sexualized in music that way. I was like, okay, feminist queen. Let me ask you this, though. Where was his energy when Lil Wayne was singing about drowning to the pussy so he had to swim to the butt? Because you didn't really have shit to say then, did you? And what's crazy about that joke, too, is there were thousands of lyrics I could have used instead of that one. And that was just Lil Wayne, so that kind of proves my point there. I mentioned earlier I went to the doctor, and that same doctor's visit I had to get an ultrasound of my heart. And the ultrasound tech was a dude, and so when he starts, I'm laying there, I'm obviously naked, and he starts the ultrasound around my heart area, which is a good place to start, I'd say. But then he starts making his way like across my chest, and then like kind of all down my tits, and then he makes his way all over my stomach, all over my torso. And he's just making a mess with his like ultrasound jizz. Really carelessly getting it all over me. So I'm laying there like starfishing, sticky substance on my stomach, counting down the seconds until he's done, like miserable. Like, I think I've seen this film before. I don't like where it's heading. And like clockwork, he finishes. He hands me a single paper towel. He says, I'm gonna go wipe yourself down. Candy at the front desk will take care of you. And then I just never hear from the guy again. Pig. I'm not saying he needs to like make me breakfast or anything, but the least he could have done is stayed and snuggled for like 5 minutes. Is that so much to ask for? I've had better aftercare in a frat house at 4 a.m. on a couch. Like, at least that dude gave me a real towel. Had a little vomit on it, but it was a real towel, all right? Trying to have less disappointing experiences in the bedroom. I recently was hooking up with this guy, and he was playing music, which normally I like a little sex music. That's usually like my vibe, but it's gotta be sex music. Good sex music, like SZA, or The Weeknd, or Frank Ocean. And he was doing an okay job at first. And then the song changed to Hey Soul Sister. It's the least sexy song of all time. Confirmed. It was brutal. I was like, dude, we gotta stop. This is like Jeffrey Dahmer levels of killing a vibe. It was insane. And he made a big deal. He's like, what's the big deal? It's just a song. I'm like, dude, I should not be having sex to the same song my nephew takes a bath to. Call me old-fashioned. I don't think anybody should have to have a dick in their mouth to the words of Ain't That Mr. Mister on the radio. All right, you guys have been a lot of fun. My name's Mariel.